For decades, Camilla Parker Bowles was one of the most controversial figures in Britain. Long labeled the other woman in the marriage of Prince Charles and Princess Diana, she was vilified by tabloids and shunned by the public. Yet today, she stands beside Charles as Queen Consort, her transformation one of the most dramatic in royal history. While some admire her resilience and loyalty to Charles, others continue to resent her presence, viewing her as a reminder of betrayal and scandal. Her journey from mistress to monarch embodies both the complexity and the contradictions of the British monarchy. Charles and Camilla's love story began in the early 1970s. By all accounts, they were deeply compatible, sharing humor, values, and affection, but royal protocol deemed her unsuitable for marriage, and Charles was pressured into wedlock with Diana. Despite their separation, Charles and Camilla never severed ties. Their relationship endured through secrecy, disapproval, and years of public scandal. What began as a romance stifled by royal rules eventually became one of the monarchy's most enduring partnerships, albeit one that came at a tremendous personal and public cost. Princess Diana once declared, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." Her words forever cemented Camilla's role in the public imagination as the other woman. The infamous leaked phone conversations between Charles and Camilla only fueled the scandal, creating one of the darkest chapters in royal history. To the public, Diana was the wronged heroine, and Camilla the villain. This narrative has remained powerful for decades, making it difficult for Camilla to reshape her image. Even now, comparisons to Diana cast a shadow over every step she takes as queen. When Diana died in 1997, the grief of a nation turned into outrage. Many pointed fingers at Charles and Camilla, accusing their affair of contributing to Diana's misery. For years, Camilla retreated from the public eye, living quietly in the shadows. She was neither celebrated nor forgiven, but tolerated as Charles's companion. It wasn't until years later that Camilla began to cautiously re-enter public life, appearing alongside Charles at official events. Her path to acceptance was slow and fraught, as the memory of Diana loomed large and unforgiving over her every move. In 2005, Charles and Camilla finally married in a civil ceremony, a turning point in their relationship and in public perception. The Queen gave her approval, and the couple began presenting themselves as a legitimate royal union. While the marriage marked Camilla's official entry into royal life, acceptance was far from universal. Many Britons questioned whether she was fit to stand as consort, given her controversial past. The wedding symbolized not just love, but defiance, a couple who refused to let tradition or scandal keep them apart. Yet it also reignited debates about Diana's legacy and Camilla's place in history. When Charles ascended the throne in 2022, Camilla became Queen Consort, a title once unthinkable. She now stands beside the king at every major ceremony, embodying stability and loyalty. For Charles, Camilla is not only his wife but also his most trusted confidant. However, her new title did not erase decades of public doubt. To critics, she will never be Diana. To supporters, she is a woman who endured relentless hatred yet remained steadfast. Her queenship is not merely ceremonial. It is a symbol of how much the monarchy has changed, and how much it still struggles with its past. Public opinion on Camilla remains sharply divided. Over the years, she has softened her image through charity work, especially in areas like literacy and domestic abuse awareness. Many have come to respect her quiet commitment to duty. But for others, the stain of the past is indelible. Polls show that while acceptance has grown, she remains one of the most polarizing figures in the royal family. To some, she is a resilient survivor, to others, an enduring symbol of betrayal. Her dual image reflects the broader challenges of the monarchy in reconciling tradition with modern realities. Camilla's relationship with Diana's sons has always been complicated. William has largely remained diplomatic, maintaining civility and professionalism in public, though a deep warmth is rarely seen. Harry, however, has been far more critical. In his memoir Spare, he described Camilla as dangerous, accusing her of cultivating relationships with the press at the expense of others in the family. These accusations rekindled old wounds, placing Camilla once again at the center of royal drama. Her interactions with William and Harry underscore how unresolved Diana's legacy remains, even for the next generation. Historians often argue that Camilla has been unfairly demonized, pointing out that she and Charles were prevented from marrying when they were young. From this perspective, she was not simply the other woman, but also a victim of outdated royal rules. The narrative of Camilla as villain or heroine depends on who tells the story. While tabloids painted her as a manipulative schemer, others describe her as the steadying presence who gave Charles the love and support he always craved. Her life story reveals how complex and subjective the truth about the royals can be. What will Queen Camilla's legacy be? For some, she will forever remain a reminder of Diana's pain, her image inseparably tied to scandal. For others, she represents resilience, proof that love can endure in the face of relentless criticism. Her role alongside Charles will shape how history remembers her, as a controversial queen who divided the public, or as a woman who stood firm in the storm and carved out a place in royal history. Whatever the verdict, one thing is certain: Camilla's story will remain one of the monarchy's most debated chapters.